right? Who are these people?
Interesting people they are.
Interesting people they
Yes.
are. All right, I like
Yeah.
that.
It's like a new breed of human beings.
Everybody's like, where did they come from?
I know, right?
Right?
Yeah. and the most interesting bit, I don't know whether you've been looking around when you're walking in the streets. It is not just about their brains,
All right.
but even physically. You pop a baby
Yeah.
in this generation,
All right.
and you're like, is this one mine?
Right.
There's just something about them.
I think they're bored with their eyes open.
I know, right? No, they are. They are. Yes. Initially, babies used to have their hands, folded for like a week or so, their eyes closed for a week or so.
Not anymore.
No.
Not anymore.
Even the CS babies, you go and you're meeting them, and they're like, "Hi there."
They look at you.
Like, yeah, are you a fake auntie or they're just amazing.
Yeah.
And even physically we are seeing there's something about them. They have a certain glow, and the girls can be really beautiful.
Oh, listen. Yeah.
Oh, seriously. And the same with the young men, the boys.
Yeah.
There's just something about them. I'm not saying us guys we don't look so good,
I mean, yeah,
but there's just something else about this generation.
Yeah.
And we have to just acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Before the confusion, first of all, let's give credit to where it's due.
Apparently. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I was about to ask, wait, well, what about us millennials? You know me, I think it's spirit I'm a Gen Z. I am just saying.
You see, we might have been born during the millennials, but then in which generation have you grown in?
Yeah, that's true. All right, but for someone who's struggling to understand, but when you went, at what point were they born? Like, what years are we talking about when we're talking about the Gen Z years? Because babies born in their 90s will be like, early 90s. They'll be like, tell me I'm a Gen Z. But
No,
really,
well,
where
it is, between 1996 and 2010
right.
to 2012, if we stretch it a little bit. And now you can imagine if it's 1996, where does that leave somebody who was born in 1991? You cannot call that person
a Gen Z,
a millennial. No, you cannot call them. No, you cannot call them a millennial, because by the time a child is 6 years, that is when they start understanding mystery. Let me ask, what do you remember about yourself when you are 3 years?
Ooh. That's a good question.
I also want to hear that answer.
So, how was I when I was 3 years? I was extremely playful, very playful. I would say, just all over the place, just a lot of ranting, a lot of noise.
And taking everybody's phones.
I would say so. Just playing a lot of games, watching a lot of films, movies, maybe cartoons. I think a lot of cartoons. I think my generation knows about like Ben 10, like like that. That's the kind of generation I was in. I think, Scooby-Doo. Wow. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you. Then I'm a Gen Z because I watched Scooby-Doo. I watched Ben 10. I watched
Dexter's Laboratory.
Teletubbies.
Okay, let's just.
Looney Tunes is which generation? Looney Tunes.
No, we don't listen. We don't know that.
Okay,
You're making us look old.
And so what you're talking about here is there are those who are Gen Zs by birth, because of they qualified by the years they were born in, between 1996 and 2010 or 2012, and then there are those who are by invitation, meaning that is where they lived the most of their years. They found themselves by the time they are 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So it would be quite unfair to call that person a millennial. It won't be fair,
So then my sort of like make a wish is granted. I'm a Gen Z by spirit,
Yes,
right?